It is lunchtime at Mebosho Girls Secondary School, and the girls are lining up to get their share of food. It takes extraordinary patience for one to wait for their turn to come, and one by one they collect nshima and relish, a staple food in Zambia. It is now Memory Msonda's turn to collect her share, and as a prefect, she does not have to struggle to collect ahead of others. In a group of her friends, they look for an ideal place to enjoy the food from. After lunch, it's study time for Memory. As a grade 12 pupil in a second term, Memory is working hard to prepare for her final exams.
I'm studying very hard for my final examination. Yes, I'm in grade 12. Yes, so I need to concentrate on my studying, reading more, not focusing on other things.
Mebosho Secondary School is a mission school owned by the United Church of Zambia, UCZ. It is a school with a rich history, having produced some of the most eminent individuals in Zambia. Mebosho Secondary School, located in Mwansabombwe district of Luapula province, was the first secondary school for girls in northern Rhodesia, present-day Zambia. It was opened in 1924 by English missionary and educator Mebosho. Mebosho died in 1973 at the age of 84, and her ashes are buried at the UCZ chapel in Imbereshi in Mwatakazembe's chiefdom. Since then, many notable women, including Zambia's founding First Lady, Mama Betty Kaunda, have passed through the school. Memory and her friends are inspired by such great history to succeed in life. But without free education, it would have been impossible.
I'm coming from a 5 family, and I'm the firstborn. Yes, I came here in 2023. The time when I was in grade 9, I passed my examination. I was wondering whether I'll proceed. What if I pass? And then who will pay for my school fees? I was struggling a lot, thinking, now God has answered my prayer. He has done this favor for bringing such sponsorship things. Yes. When I came here in grade 10, I was put under this CDF Mwansabombwe sponsorship. Back then, my parents were struggling to pay for my school fees. But now that I'm in this sponsorship, everything is fine. And I'm okay, I'm in school learning without worrying about anything.
She is in a good boarding school, eating food, learning, sleeping, and enjoying other services, all paid for by the government of the Republic of Zambia. The free education policy has led to a sharp increase in the number of pupils benefiting from the Constituency Development Fund CDF bursaries. This has sometimes created challenges such as limited classroom space, but even then, head teacher Nelson Mulambi understands the task.
We've seen this as a game changer. A good number of girls have come back into school. Now for us who are a boarding school, for Mebosho as a boarding school, these girls as they're coming back into school, they're supposed to have something, pay something for their food. So CDF then is coming in, the councils are coming in to come and pay for them so that they can enjoy the free education. You know, without the councils coming in to give them these bursaries, they will not enjoy the free education. They are friends in government schools, and these government schools which are not boarding schools, they are just going there, they're not paying anything, and they are learning for free. That is how the policy is, and we've seen this policy helping out. And because of this policy, we've seen the good number of pupils who are coming in. Those that wanted to drop out, they've come back into school. We have girls who were even mothers. They've left their homes. With about 3 in grade 8. They left their homes, they've come to join in and enjoy this free education we are talking about. I want to thank the government of the day that it has really helped the girls. It has helped even other pupils elsewhere to enjoy, to come back into school and enjoy the learning environments and everything and the right to education.
Aside from using different teaching methodologies to handle the larger number of pupils,
Yes.
Mr. Mulambi acknowledges the government's efforts to address learning challenges.
Let me be quick also to say that because of their coming back, our classes are overcrowded, especially the grade 10 classes and grade 8s, the entry points. We have a lot of pupils. As a mission school, our standards are 35 maximum, 30, 25, but now we've seen our numbers getting to 55. Our class sizes are small, so when you get into our classes, you find that the pupils are sitting almost closer to the door. They are overcrowded. However, we've not just overlooked that problem. What we are doing is we've arranged for them lessons that are good for such classes. And some of the lessons are video lessons where we take them to the hall. Then they have these video lessons in a hall where they can sit nicely. Then we also have another resource room where we've put a TV and they are learning from there. I know nowadays our TVs are smart TVs, so we can easily use them online, and sometimes we can just add on another device to make it easier for them to learn. That is how it is. However, when it comes to sitting, because of these classes being big, we ran out of furniture. In another way, through the councils, CDF brought in chairs. So we have the chairs, the book racks, and the desks. They were brought into school to cut up or even that extra number. So there is that cushioning. We are happy about all this. It is easy now. We have where to run to and cry to say that we've run out of desks, and the desks are being brought in for the learners.
Innocent Kafyandama, a civic education teacher, sees not problems but opportunities to apply new teaching approaches.
In the past, we could just have a few pupils in class because some parents could not manage to send their children to the boarding schools. Now that we have parents, now we have this chance of pupils getting CDF bursaries. A lot of pupils have come and we have a large number of pupils in our classroom, but that's not a problem for us as teachers because we are able to use other methods. If you know the classroom is big, we have come up with methods of handling those classes. For example, we have embarked on we are doing very much activities like group work. And when we give them, maybe I'm teaching about something, I'll give them a question, I'll give them questions, and then I'll put them in groups. Then maybe I may send them outside, under the trees or whatever. Then they'll go there, discuss, or just within the classroom, they'll discuss and then give answers like that. So then sometimes we just give them to go to the library to research. They research, then they come, they make their own notes, then we check their notes. So overcrowding with us here at Mebosho is not a problem. We have really handled it very well. And it's something that we cannot even complain about. It's something that has not brought any challenge to us. Because we are coping and our pupils, we are delivering just as much as those pupils in schools where there are few pupils.
Mr. Kafyandama is not complaining. In fact, he has a message for President Hakainde Hichilema.
That is just because of us accepting the situation as teachers and devising methods of teaching large classes. Instead of complaining to say, no, we have a lot of pupils, that will not help us. All we did was just to sit as teachers together with the school management, devise methods, and we have implemented those methods. And that has really helped us. And the pupils, I think, are doing very well. My message to the President that, Mr. President, what you have done, this is something very great. Mr. President, I can say you have scored a first in terms of youth education. This is, I think, since independence, this is the first time we are seeing such kind of a thing. Because some time back, we used to, here at Mebosho, we just used to have pupils from Most of the pupils are coming from Lusaka and Copper Belt, where the parents could afford to send them to a boarding school. We had very few pupils from this area. But now with the coming of CDF bursaries, a lot of pupils applied for that CDF, and their parents are able now to send them here at school, where the government is paying for their boarding fees. And that has really helped, especially our girls here, because some time back they could reach grade 7, grade 8. Parents could not afford to send them to boarding schools. And in the end, girls were just ending up in early marriages.
Our school has a bed space capacity of 840. As we are talking now, our pupils have just short that number. They are now at 846. So we've gone above the bed spaces, which means that now this number is calling for more dormitories to be built. Then when it comes to classroom space, because of the larger numbers, we have 5 grade 10 classes, 4 grade 8 classes. We used to have only 2 grade 8 classes and 4 grade 10 classes. Because of this increase, we've again run out of classroom space. So we are keeping some learners in the laboratories, where they are in the specialized rooms where they are not supposed to be learning from or being accommodated. Which means, again, on the other side, more classrooms need to be built so that we cater for the inflow of these pupils that are coming on the mainstream. That is how it is, and I'm sure that government will still come in, because they have that on their agenda to build more classrooms and more dormitories. So we will still apply for more. Now that the number has grown and it has reached at that, and it is now demanding that we do that. So we will apply to our councils so that they help us with the extra space, classroom space, and the extra dormitories for our girls.
Memory's mother says taking her daughter to such a good school would have been impossible without free education.
Abana eringirini balesangwa na challenge yakutira nimbi alenda long distance ukuya ku school ukuya akasubano kubwera ku made secondary school. So twalesangwa na challenges fwe bafyashi kutira omwana kashitete long distance twishi befyala tsika panshira. The end result abana balesa mukukwata mafumu abana kashi. So pali inonshita opo obuteko nabutwafuirisha nokutusakama nokutubikira ko CDF abana bali pa bazari kwana twali babansansa sana kweka pamulandi wakutila amafya twale pita mu pali inonshita na tuya pantanshi mubwikashi shire mpyeshe twalingira okulalipirira abana this time shire twafwa kumirire mukwafuirisha abana abo abali pamayanda kwana mwandini ubuteko tabulingire bwale kechi tuleta pakalamba sana kai abana nabakonkanya apo kulasambia nabaleikala mumushi because of free education abana nabambokuya ku maskulu.
Memory's mother says taking her daughter to such a good school would have been impossible without free education.
Abana okusambira ekuya pantanshi nekyalo nobuchushi nobupina firi nokupwa pamulandi wa free education kwana mukonkanye epo fobo tuleta sha ngane mufyashi wakwa musonda memory muno mumushi mwachirindi lesa bweke shepo kubika maparo pali bakateka.
The overall picture of Mwansabombwe district looks positive as pupil enrollment has continued to rise since 2022. This is confirmed by District Education Board Secretary Chibwekantu.
You know, there is a difference between just introducing and implementing. This government has been serious. While it is talking of introducing these two policies, it has also taken a step to actually implement. When we say free education, it implies that government has taken care of all the school fees for the learners. That is why we see the coming in of CDF. This CDF has a component for sponsorship of learners to go back to school. And you actually see that Because of this, even those learners who gave up hope that there is nothing that they can do in life realize they need to go to school. And that is why, at the moment, we can see the number going up to this. Government had a plan. While this side they are saying, let us put up a good policy, it also said, let us now devolve power to the local authorities, because that is where problems are. And people must be able to identify their own problems and prioritize according to their needs.
I would like to thank the government, His Excellency Mr. Hagainde Hichilema, for bringing up such opportunities for girls like us to learn, to have that courage that we can be in school free, learning without worrying about anything. I would like to encourage those girls that there is still hope. The government is still doing everything for girls like us to be in school. Yes, those girls who want to engage themselves in early marriages, it's not good for them. The government is paying for girls like us.
Free education yarisa. Umwana ngatakwete olupira. Na tumutwale fye kubaza alikwalisa bakanso kwa bana ba WDC mu mishomo twikala. Aba abantu ebabolokesesha kuri fifi ya CDF. Ngatwa ku bantu abo tupalamine na bene aba mu mishi. Bala twafuirisha nga twasenda fye paper kuri ba mwine mushi twakuri ba DC twakuri ba nani kane ba WDC. Aba abantu nga batulembere ekipepa. Ni bwangu tabakokola n'okutwasuka omwana afuire aya kusukulu tekyakutwishika n'okuteeka abaana mu mushi yawe pantu tekyakola twafu ekintu nangu kimu kubwerere no mwana nga tesambirira ino ishito omwana afuire asambirira nga twikala bino fwe bafyashi umwana alingiri akose erwale upwanishi nayishiba fyonse n'okwika kibwa kyalo omwina nga nasambirira akopwa ukupwa tetsitukana nomba nga asambirira ishita yafike isumeresa pekenye fyonse nakwatela ngwengesa kumanya ama challenges mu chupo akakosa pamulandu wakuchana nakwate mwana aleikalila.
From a school founded a century ago to a future full of hope, Mebosho continues to shape Zambia's daughters. And for Memory Msonda, free education is the key that opened the door.